on Facebook real quick.
Mhm.
All right, everybody. Welcome to Dad Fight.
Yeah, technically episode 1.
Episode 1 on YouTube. I'm Z.
And I'm Mike.
We're going to be recapping this week the return of Connor.
Return of Connor. We're also going to go over the week news with UFC WWE. We're going to preview the Royal Rumble coming up this Sunday. I'm excited about that. So.
And some of the fights.
Yeah, I got fights. So I got a full slate, a lot of stuff to get to.
We got Cyborg's debut.
And your favorite Bellator. You love Bellator.
I do. They're the I wouldn't say TNA. WCW.
Yeah, not TNA.
Not TNA, but
yeah. But no, I'm excited. So some fights coming up. But yeah, I got some big fights. Got a UFC fight night. Got a big heavyweight main event.
Maybe always.
Yeah, something. Maybe I'll get some movement in the heavyweight division. So I guess we'll kick it off with recapping the events of last weekend. Yeah. All 40 seconds of it. Yeah. How shocked were you with the results?
I was more shocked with that Holly Holm fight.
Yeah?
No.
Yeah, that was a barn burner, huh?
Yeah, like I predicted Connor winning first, second round.
Yeah, I predicted a 5-round decision, so I was close. Close.
I thought Connor looked amazing.
Yeah, no, he did look sharp. He looked very sharp. Even from that first left he threw as Bill Ryan.
If that left would have hit,
yeah,
that would have probably been it.
Yeah, that would have been all those.
He literally threw every single thing he had into that left hand.
Yeah.
Which then made it so hard it was a thigh hit.
Yeah, and I think even that stunned him. And then we went into the shoulders of death. I think didn't George St. Pierre do that to somebody?
I think George did. Nate said he did. Jones did something similar, but nobody actually dropped and then threw. He literally threw it like he would like an uppercut.
Yeah. The second one definitely rocked him. So you see his hand drop. And then from there, you all know what happens from
there. And then broke his nose.
Yes.
Broke his orbital.
Yes.
Partial fracture in the orbital.
Yes. That was a lot of damage for 40 seconds. Cowboy looked like he was in a war and only 40 seconds went by. So that was a lot of damage. So
40 seconds. Cowboy threw one strike and it missed.
Yeah. Connor took 0 damage. Didn't even look like he was in a fight. So
not even sweating.
So
he probably had more of a workout doing the warm up.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. And then all these people that are saying, "Oh, he threw the fight."
Nah, I'm not taking that much damage.
That's what I'm saying. It's not as bad as it sounds. It's not like Rampage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like somebody that would throw a fight. It's like, no.
Yeah. That didn't look like a throw. It just looked like he got caught.
He got swarmed.
And if you look at if you watch Cowboy's last 2 fights, that's kind of how they ended. He got swarmed. He took a lot of damage.
Just nobody thought 40 seconds.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
So it was insane the amount of.
It was an exciting 40 seconds. So
now, how many people are going to be throwing those shoulder strikes? Is it going to be like the oblique kicks?
I think so.
When Jones started throwing them, everybody's like, ooh.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a learned technique. I think coming out of the clinch, you'll see a lot more people instead of just leaning on them. You can throw that shoulder into them.
I know Israel.
Shorter.
Israel was talking about. Ooh, I like that a little bit.
Yeah. But I think it'll just be like that oblique kick where you saw Jones do it. Like, wow, that's effective keeping distance. You're gonna see a lot more people doing that. So,
yeah, the rest of the card
was
Pettis.
Yeah, that was probably the most disappointing.
Well, even though he was the underdog.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
He lost. Drew Dober looked amazing.
Yeah.
Macy Barber, her ACL torn. Nobody thought Modafferi was just going to do that. But Modafferi's too nice for her own good.
Yeah.
Well, if she would have stood her up, she would have got a finish.
Yeah.
But the way she got
that was just a weird fight to begin with from the doctor checking her.
That was strange.
Yeah.
Oh, you got a partial ACL
tear, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. Yeah. So that was strange. The Holly Holm fight was.
Those two should not fight.
Nope. Not a good fight. So
It's like a Phil Davis, Ryan Bader. They've had 2 fights, and they both were so boring that they are just some people who should not tank.
Yeah.
Now, I guess some of the controversial takes from there, like one, what do you think about what Stephen A. Smith said?
What was that?
Oh, pull up Stephen A. Smith, Cerrone, real quick. It was actually right after the fight.
Yeah.
Stephen A. Smith was out there with Rogan, talking about how Cerrone didn't look like he wanted to be there. Like, he's looked weird the whole, like, lead up and everything. And Rogan was kind of just, like, sitting there, like, what the fuck is that?
What are you talking
about?
I did not see this. I didn't see this.
No, Cowboy.
I saw some memes of, like, Stephen A. Smith and Joe Rogan on screen together, and people talk about how surreal that looked, but I didn't see what he actually said there.
UFC, just.
So he said Cowboy didn't look prepared.
Just
out of it.
There you go. Stephen A. Smith rips Donald Cerrone. No, the USA Today.
Oh.
Scroll down, like you actually see pretty much what he says. I'm quite disgusted. Scroll up. Right there. Let's be very clear. I'm honored to be here. I predicted Conor was going to win. 15 seconds in, Cowboy was done. He got hit with her shoulders in the clinch. He was done.
Yeah.
It looked like he gave up.
See, that's kind of the danger of having sports analysts doing fighting like that, because
it'd be like Rogan doing NFL.
Yeah.
Or NBA. Like,
yeah, because you never want to say you're disgusted by someone's performance, because regardless of the outcome, having someone go in that octagon and fighting, I mean, you got to give them credit just for that.
Down more. There you go. Difference between a fighter is calm, cool, collected, and ready for the pressure, and it's outweighed by someone who's clearly in there over his head.
Yeah. See.
When you look at Cowboy, that was the guy that was not prepared for the fight tonight. We knew Conor was going to be prepared. We knew Conor was going to be ready. We wondered whether or not to take him out early. Obviously, the fight goes on. Cerrone's a bigger, stronger guy, supposedly.
Yeah. So it sounds like he's almost like trying to analyze a boxing match when he's a bigger, stronger guy.
He's making it seem like he's taking away from Conor and Cowboy.
Right. Yeah.
Saying that Conor only looked that good because Cerrone wasn't prepared.
Yeah. And just got caught. It was a good technique. And if you watch enough, MMA or UFC, it happens. Even in championship fights, it happened. Remember Cain Velasquez and
Junior?
Yeah, Junior.
The first build up.
Right. And you get clipped with that shot to the temple. And if you get hit there, it shuts you off.
50 seconds. That was the only fight on that Fox card.
Right.
Everything else was on the prelims.
But if you don't know that getting punched in that particular spot like that will shut you down, then you're like, oh, this is just boring. He wasn't prepared. Yada, yada, yada. So
now, what's the biggest downside of that win?
Real quick, guys, we got some comments. Jared Sharp.
Oh, Jared.
Jared Red.
Says Michael Taylor, hope you're well. He also says, watch all those fights. Was a weak card, but I always enjoyed McGregor opening up a can of whoop ass.
Yeah, it was like I said, the card wasn't the strongest card.
No.
Some good finishes, like Olenek getting that submission wasn't a good win.
Yeah,
like he should have beat that guy better. But even though he was the underdog too.
Yeah.
Olenek looked, like Olenek.
Yeah. But, it wasn't a good card.
No.
It wasn't a good card.
They only built it as Conor.
Yeah.
Like that card was built for McGregor. They didn't want to put any other fights on there because they didn't have to.
I think if the card would have been stronger than to have Conor win in 40 seconds, I think it would have been like, oh, that was like the cherry on top of the sundae.
Yeah, kind of like
have the weak card and then it just be over in 40 seconds.
When Aldo beat the co-main event.
Yeah, that's what hurt it.
If that was
that right there,
that was on the prelims main event,
yeah,
or the first or second fight, but the co-main event,
yeah, I went into that saying like that was a weak co-main event.
Well, what I initially heard it was going to be Pettis. I was like, okay, fucking Pettis, sweet, he brings it. No,
leading off the show, but even then, bad performance by him.
Yeah, no, it was kind of like when Conor knocked out Aldo.
Yeah,
the fight before that was that Weidman Rockhold. Good fight until Weidman threw that spinning back kick. But
yeah. So
But the biggest downside of Conor winning like that.
Of the way he won, the biggest downside. I mean, honestly, it builds Conor right back up to where he was, to this unbeatable figure.
Yeah, the biggest thing I heard, and it made sense, was he didn't prove anything. He beat Cowboy, but he didn't prove his cardio was there. He didn't prove that he improved on anything.
Okay.
It was literally just him going like that.
Yeah.
So there's no answers to be like, we need to work on this.
I would rather him win like that than to have a grind out.
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't really need to prove anything.
Nope.
I mean, he's going to be a main eventer, so he's proven. I don't think it proved that he can beat Khabib. Yeah. I don't know what he can do to show that, other than if Cowboy went to try to take him down a whole bunch of times and he was able to stuff it.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that would change my mind there. So,
now, we'll talk couple. Like, Olenek winning, he's a heavyweight, he's slow, but one fight that was called out essentially for Doom.
Fabricio.
For Doom's coming back from his suspension. Because real quick, he was supposed to be suspended for a while, like 2 years.
2 years, yeah, right.
He helped USADA.
Oh, he dropped them dimes.
After all that shit, he talked about Jones doing it. He's like, yeah, I got some friends.
Drop them dimes.
Yep.
Whatever it takes.
But he's supposed to come back in April. And he's like, they were supposed to fight before his suspension. But he's like, let's go.
Olenek.
For Doom. Submission.
I mean, look, the heavyweight division can take whoever they need some new blood.
They need some young blood. Not new, they don't need like this, hey, here's this new 40-year-old. No, they need some up and coming.
What's a new 40-year-old?
Randy Couture. Like he came in at 38. He's like, that's a spring chicken right there. So Olenek, some people are saying Holly Holm should fight Dramamine again.
Yeah, that's another division that's getting stagnant. It's just they also need some new talent coming up. Someone young, exciting coming up where it's like, well, I can't wait to get a couple more wins under the belt, see if they can challenge for the title. But right now, it's just logjam.
See, a lot of people clamoring for Pettis to retire and Cerrone.
Cerrone for sure. Pettis.
Why not do that back?
Yeah, what, Pettis, Cerrone? Yeah. I mean, as a third fight on the PPV, sure.
You know what I mean? Or even on a fight night main event.
Yeah, something like that.
But like, there's nothing. Like, what's for Cerrone? I also heard somebody talking about Wonder Boy.
Yeah, I mean, it's a fight you want to see, but like,
there's nobody for like.
What can Cowboy do?
The who's of fighters is who Cerrone fought.
Yeah, he's already went through it. So that's what I'm saying. It's like it's just like, well, who can we try to get an exciting fight with Cowboy?
Yeah, that's the bad thing is his losses are so big that you don't want to see a rematch.
Yeah,
like you don't want to see him and Jorge. You don't want to see him and Dos Anjos. Him and Pettis.
He's taking damage. Those last 3 fights, he's taking damage.
Yeah, like the fastest he's ever been finished.
Yeah, and after the Conor fight, he said he took for 40 seconds. That was a lot of damage.
So I guess comments from Gino Smith.
Okay.
So who's the next opponent for Conor, or is it the straight title shot now? And it says keep your job, fight Cerrone for Pettis.
Yeah.
So
if Pettis is lose or if he gets cut, he's going to Bellator. That's it.
With his brother.
Yeah.
So
he's going to Bellator.
Pettis brothers again. Okay. Yeah. I was getting ready to say that Bellator might be a good landing spot for him.
Yep.
He's young. How old is Pettis?
33, 34.
Something like that.
Yeah.
The bad thing is, if Cerrone, he's never going to, but if Cerrone ever did get cut or fight out his contract, he would go to Bellator. Or even worse off, I could see him being the type of guy to go do fucking bare knuckle.
Yeah. He is going to be one of those guys that he's going to go too long, and I don't want to see it. I don't want to see him out there like Chuck Liddell.
It's getting there.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
like, sure, he can still be competitive with, like, most people. Conor caught him the best way. Like, didn't catch him but literally just swarmed him and beat his ass.
Yeah. Yeah, he's taking damage. Yeah, I thought he was going to announce his retirement, but he was like, "Oh, this is what I love to do."
Yeah, let's go.
I was like, "Oh boy."
So you
ain't finna stop. Okay.
Next for Conor.
I thought it was Jorge. I thought this was a no-brainer. I thought this was just like, okay, this is a layup, and then Dana White goes out there and just was like, "No, it's Khabib."
It's Khabib, not even Tony.
Right?
Khabib.
Like who? Tony? Who?
Like Khabib has even if Khabib wins,
Yeah.
which I still says is an if. I feel Tony actually is going to win myself, but even if he wins, he's gonna come out cut. He's gonna come out damaged. Then Ramadan, he's not gonna fight till September, October.
Yeah.
Conor wants to fight ASAP.
They laid out this plan of if Conor can get through this fight with no damage or whatever, March. Yeah, everybody's in agreement at the press conference. Yeah, March. Yeah, that sounds great.
But now, with the Israel fight announced, it's not going to be March.
Okay.
Because of that.
Yeah. You don't want to overshadow that fight.
No, because Conor would be the main event.
Right.
Which, if they did Conor Jorge BMF title main event, but what I was hearing, I'm kind of liking. Why not run it back now, Conor Nate?
Really?
Get Conor one more win.
Okay. And then Khabib. So
then Jorge.
Then Jorge. Okay.
Have Jorge fight Usman, but I'm also hearing Usman injured. So I also heard somebody pitch Jorge Conor for an interim.
Yeah. How injured is he? I didn't hear that.
He was in a cast apparently at the.
Oh, he's fine.
He's
fine. Yeah, he's fine.
out.
Okay. So this is me. I'm gonna lay it out. If you're me, so you say Knight
2020.
Yeah, Nate to him. It should definitely be Jorge for the BMF title next. Maybe do it in May, around that because they always have a big boxing match around Cinco.
Those have Memorial Day.
Yeah. So something around there. Do that in May. If he gets past Jorge, then you can give him a choice of you can either challenge for the 170 title for Usman if he is injured, or have him go fight Khabib if he gets past Tony, because that's what comes more clear. Let's say Tony does beat Khabib. You don't only see Tony and Conor. You don't think Tony's going to call out McGregor if he beats Khabib?
Yeah, McNugget.
Yeah, he's going to call him McNugget.
Yep, he's going to call it McNugget,
and he's going to call him out, and then that's the fight.
I'm pretty excited about that fight.
Conor's coach. So Kavanaugh said Gaethje at 170.
I like that fight too.
Not at 155, at 170.
I love.
But the big thing is,
It takes too much damage.
it sucks now. One, the May pay-per-view already has a title shot.
Yeah.
And it's in Brazil.
Yeah.
It's Cerrone. It's Cejudo and Aldo.
Dude.
They can co-main McGregor.
So,
it's fine.
April, I think.
April?
No, April, they're doing a card in Russia. Conor wants to fight in Russia.
Okay, so have him fight who in Russia? You can't do. It would have to be Nate, because you can't do the BMF title in Russia. You wouldn't want, because you want to do that in Vegas.
Yeah, that's the bad thing.
That's a celebrity fight.
Yeah, that's all
out there.
Dana wants is because somebody was talking about Conor fighting in Europe. Maybe they're talking about trying to do. Dana was saying Khabib in a stadium show in Europe, and he's like, no, if it's Europe, it has to be Ireland. And he's like, I'm not fighting anywhere Europe that's not Ireland or Moscow.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't like the way they're just disrespecting Tony about this fight.
I don't like it.
It's a mistake. I actually think it's a mistake on Khabib's part. They're just entertaining that and talking about what their demands are for a Conor fight. Like, he's gonna get messed up if he overlooks them.
Like I said, that's the worst thing is that even if he wins, he's gonna get elbowed. He's gonna get busted.
Yeah, it's gonna take some damage.
It's gonna be a end of the year.
Yeah,
like 120 suspension at least.
Yeah,
like 2-3 month suspension, then Ramadan, and he's not gonna fight till like October.
And everything gets put. That's worst case scenario. All these scenarios happen, and then nothing happens because Usman's in the cast. Khabib takes damage. Tony trips over speaker wire again. Whatever happens, and then these fights just never materialize. So that's worst case scenario. I like it when they had a particular plan. They had dates. They had it pretty much laid out. So that's why I liked it like that. Like, okay, March, this, Jorge, this. You have so many things, but you can get it done quickly.
Yeah. No,
the longer you wait, the more things are going to go bad. So
yes, I feel very similar. Like I said, Jorge is what I want.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they're gonna try to make Jorge and Usman.
Yeah.
Even on Ariel Helwani's show on Monday, Jorge was saying, "I'm kind of over Conor because he doesn't seem to want the fight. We're moving on."
Okay. No. Okay. Jorge Usman.
You know what I mean? Like
Jorge Usman. When Woodley Edwards is in
March, end of February.
Is it?
It's either end of February or March. Can you
Okay.
pull up the UFC? Go to pull up the card
That's a big fight.
right there. That one.
Let's.
What's after Jones Reyes? All right, just keep skipping. Like I said, I think it's March.
March. But okay.
Keep going.
If Edwards beats Woodley.
Hold on. Yep, there it is. So it's March 21st.
Okay. Perfect.
All right, now go back.
That's a big fight.
It is.
That's a huge fight. If Edwards beats Woodley, you don't want to see Leon Edwards and Jorge? I mean, it's got built-in juice to it already.
Does it though?
It does.
It did.
You think
if you ask,
Jorge surpassed? I mean, look. All fairness, Leon Edwards. If he beats Woodley, he has a winning streak.
Yep.
He just beat the number one contender. Like, what else he got to do?
Yeah, I know. It's just one of those.
You just don't think he's a big enough star
for the UFC now. It's just that. Like, even like that.
Yeah.
If you ask people who don't really watch, like, as bad, MMA has 2 real superstars.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. It's pretty much Conor and Khabib are the 2 biggest names in MMA, like on a global level.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, because Europe and everything like that, they all know Khabib.
Yeah.
And then Conor. Then there's like Jones, which is still like a superstar type of thing, but
yeah,
this proved how big of a difference it is between everybody else and Conor.
Yeah.
This week.
Yeah.
Like, this week didn't feel like a Conor fight.
Yeah.
But then once the weigh-ins happened and the juices started flowing, it's like, oh, cool, this is a Conor fight.
Yeah, and they got all that with really Conor with no controversy. There was no bad blood, and you still got all that.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, what do you do with Edwards? I know he's not a big enough star, but what do you do?
I know.
If he beats Woodley. Which
Woodley,
I don't think he will.
I don't
think Woodley comes back sharp, healed up.
He can actually throw his right hand.
Yeah. I always want to see Woodley and Conor fight. I don't think it's a big money, but I've always personally wanted to see that matchup. So, but I don't think that's in the books though. But
yeah, like, as bad as it sounds, I feel like Jorge is a easier fight for Conor than an Usman.
Yeah.
Just because Jorge will strike.
Yeah.
Jorge's not gonna try to wrestle. He's gonna strike.
That's what I said.
And that's like Usman will take him down. That's what, like,
he's gonna clinch him.
Conor could catch Jorge.
It's a more exciting fight, or at least the prospect of a more exciting fight.
Yeah, like, they're both not gonna bitch out, and they're gonna fight. It's gonna,
like, the Khabib and Conor fight is perfect all the way until the point they have to fight, and then it's just, that's a bad matchup of Conor, because Khabib's gonna take him down. People are gonna boo. Conor's gonna try to get up. He can't get up.
He's gonna get submitted.
Gonna get submitted. It's the best fight until they actually have to fight.
Yep, unless he catches him. But that's a big if.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens after the summer fight.
Okay. Yeah.
So do you think Conor fights before summer?
Yes.
I just don't know when, because all the cards have championship fights.
They'll find something, and I think in May. Because, like, I'm a betting man, they'll find something to shoehorn in there in May.
Yeah, it's just bad because the pay-per-view is already announced. 249 or 248 is the Yoel fight. 249 is Khabib and Tony.
Yep. And then
real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Co-main?
Hell no. There's no way in hell Khabib in this camp agree to go co-main.
No. But I'm saying, you think they could talk Conor and Jorge? That's the bad thing. And then the next fight after that is Brazil.
Yeah.
So then we're looking at June. We're looking at 251.
Yeah, maybe June.
Because they're not going to put Conor on TV.
No. What?
I'm like, hey, Khabib, Tony, you guys are not going to be the TV fight.
That's essential of you saying, like, Avengers, the new Avengers coming to CBS.
Exactly. So that's the bad thing is, like, if they wouldn't have announced Israel Yoel that night, they should have just did Conor.
Yeah.
It could have been like, hey, Israel Yoel, you guys are going to fight.
Now, I could see them bumping Israel Yoel to a co-main.
Yeah.
I can see that. But
it'd have to be for a title.
Yeah. I can see it. That's more likely. There's no chance in hell they drop Khabib.
No, Khabib
will not have it. Not for Conor. No way.
We'd be like, no.
No, show me contract. This is not.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, no chance. Maybe March. We'll see.
All
So what are we getting to next? Or what do we got queued up?
AEW, NXT.
Okay, we can cover that.
AEW on a boat.
On a boat.
It sucked that it was.
Boat, bitch.
It sucked that it was tape delayed.
Yeah.
Some of the quality. I don't know if it was just my stream of watching it on Hulu. It was a little grainy.
I watched it on YouTube TV, and I'd say like for the third week in a row. There's spots I thought it just doesn't look good.
Because the bad thing was it's a little crazy. They filmed it
Mm-hmm.
on Tuesday. Then they chartered 2 planes. They flew 2 separate planes of the recordings in case something happened to both of them.
Oh. That's funny.
they're a $1 million company, essentially. Yeah. Don't they have like Dropbox or something? Like, we gotta fly the tape back to.
We got hard copies.
Exactly.
Yeah, hard copies.
We gotta send the reels to get edited to then be ready.
Yeah.
Okay. But they pulled off the first title change.
Yes, your tag team champions. Was that the theme this week? New tag team champions. Yep. So everybody was like, "Hey, let's get new tag champions." Yeah.
Tag team champion.
Yeah. That was.
It was a good match.
That was the best match on the whole night for me.
Yeah.
Better than that.
The Pac and Moxley was nice, but it was a little different because they couldn't go super crazy with the jumping out of the ring.
Yeah, because there was a lot of space. It was very confined.
Yeah, I'm happy they pulled the trigger and they're still weaning that turn. This is the longest turn in history.
Yeah.
Like within this turn, Big Show went face and heel like 6 times. But the Young Bucks coming in to celebrate. Hangman Page getting crowd surfed out, drinking a beer.
Yeah.
Then later on in the night, them talking about Pac and Omega. Omega's like, no, I'm worried about this. That will come. And then the Young Bucks coming up, and then Page walking off again, and then throwing shade like, wait, how did I win this before you guys?
Yeah. So how long do you think they drag this out? Are they going to have a tag title match at the pay-per-view, or are they going to?
Pay-per-view.
And you think that's when the turn happens?
I think it's going to be Young Bucks versus Omega and Page.
I have a theory on this. I don't think it's Page that's going to turn. I think it's going to be Omega.
Oof. Okay.
Yep. I think Omega turns. That's the swerve.
Okay.
I hope that's what they're doing. Otherwise, I'm like, wow, that's very paint by the numbers.
Then we had the Britt Baker match. She's turning heel.
Mm-hmm.
Her promo afterwards was
strange.
Well, you know how bad it was?
Well,
it was a tape delay show, and JR called for a commercial break. He's like, "We'll come back after the commercial break."
Hey, that was just
so they forced the commercial break because of that promo.
Just to stop it. Yeah, that was weird. I'm watching it like. I thought they were going somewhere with it, but they wasn't. So I was like, all right.
And then MJF once again proved he's an amazing heel.
Yeah.
Great seller, amazing heel.
Yeah, he does really sell.
I like how they got around with the Young Bucks attacking him and throwing him
in the pool. He had to do a pool spot. You knew it was coming.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to throw Jericho in the pool somehow, but
yep.
That match, Jericho, the 6-man tag. It's a pretty decent match.
Yeah. Marco Stunt, Jericho is really good at making the younger guys look good.
Yeah.
Like Marco Stunt almost pinning Jericho.
Yeah.
Was a and then I'm waiting for the Jake Hagar Luchasaurus match.
Yeah. Got some juice to it.
So what's up?
Where should the next match be held area wise, since they did it on a boat? Match on a plane?
No, the WWE had that, the plane ride from hell, where Flair walked around naked, Brock Lesnar got in a wrestling match, you know what I mean? It was all good.
Open the emergency door.
No biggie. It was the boat was really cool. I feel like they should do that yearly. It was a nice little change.
It went off better than I thought.
I liked before when they used to do the Bash of the Beach at a beach.
Yeah.
Kind of thing with a pool and everything. WWE need to do something like that, but they're not going to.
I like selling out arenas.
Yeah, I like how the wind was blowing. Everybody's
everybody like Jungle Boy was just like, man, he looks good.
Yeah.
Everybody looked amazing. I wonder how that affected some of their moves.
I think so. You didn't see a lot of top rope.
Minus Pac.
Yeah, he didn't care. But no, I didn't see a lot of really like high spots on there. But obviously they couldn't dive over ropes because it was confined.
Yeah.
But you didn't see a lot of like balancing things. Like I was saying,
I love that Joey Janela went out there and high five Jesus. I hate that finish of that Pac-Man. I mean, of the Joey Janela MJF match. Like the distraction kiss.
Yeah,
it was almost as long as the Rusev Lana kiss. Like,
and then he misses the elbow, and it's like, okay, that was I guess cheap way to end it.
Yeah. Then we have the Moxley Pac match, which made the right choice.
Yeah,
Moxley.
I'm gonna disagree with you. I did not like that match.
Well, it wasn't the best match, but I mean, they made the right choice with Moxley winning.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
They can't have Pac win.
No. I don't know. I expected a little bit better match. It just seemed like they didn't really have a lot.
They relied too much on the eye patch.
Yeah. Which were you shocked it wasn't an actual patch?
I was a little sad.
You were disappointed.
I was a little sad he didn't come swinging like Paul Burchill. Like,
oh man, Moxley, his program, it was stale in WWE. Like it was really stale. It didn't really improve. I don't know. I think.
Yeah, like he's what I'm getting is Sting. That Sting type of I'm a lone wolf taking on the authority.
Yeah.
No, this team can't defeat me, NWO. Hey, join me. No, I'm not gonna join you. I'm gonna fight your whole team.
Yeah, the whole team. But he doesn't has he had that moment in AEW? No. He hasn't had that. Oh man, he really went out there and. But
that's what it's building to, is that type of thing. Hey, Bill. So over the next couple of weeks, he's probably gonna, because the pay-per-view. When is AEW Revolution?
Is it 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
No, it's not gonna be. It's at the end of February, I think.
I did that last week.
Yeah, I think it's the end of February. I think it's February 26th. Because he's gonna build it.
Okay.
Revolution.
So you got a little bit of time. So a lot of these storylines is like they're ready to wrap up though. That's
February 29th.
Yeah.
So we have a month.
They're gonna have to wrap up some of these storylines before the pay-per-view. I just don't see how you can drag it out for another.
So Wardlow
in a week.
And like I said, Wardlow and Cody Rhodes and middle of February.
Yeah.
And then the lashings, and then
so yeah, AEW. It was I didn't like the way the show ended. It just kind of was like, all right, we're done.
Yes, we kind of skipped it, but how do you feel about them putting the tag titles on Rollins and Buddy Murphy?
Oh yeah, so like I say, the theme of the week was new tag champions. I liked it. Make the Viking Raiders do that job.
Yep, I like I like the finish. That curb stomp on the apron.
Oh yeah, that was a good spot. That was a really good spot. I did like that. It was a good match though, just overall. Yeah. Buddy Murphy, man.
That Rusev Lana match though.
You loved it.
It was terrible.
You loved every minute of it.
I feel like they structured it that way because they know a lot of people are watching the end of Raw.
That was that was a shitty ending. It just, that was worse than the AEW.
Could you tell that was the go home before Royal Rumble?
No. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, to go into the Rumble, like, are you counting on SmackDown to have your big brouhaha going into the Rumble? I hope not. Because they're
going to have dog food reign.
I was waiting for something else. I was like, oh, no, that's it.
I hate how they also treated Matt Hardy.
He did that job.
He's like, hey, Rowan, let's job you up.
They're like, Matt Hardy, have you ever seen the tape of the Brooklyn Brawler? That's you now.
Oh no, bloody! I did like how I hate how Rowan now was all teaching. I love you, little pet. Now he's getting bit by it. He smashed it, and then real quick after he smashed it and got bloody, he didn't relock the door. Something could have escaped, but then I like though when he got the blood on his hand. The referee started putting on blood gloves. Like,
Yeah.
And then you got that bloody Iron Claw. Like, I was more happy with the squash match that Aleister Black did.
Yeah.
They were just walking out, kicking the guy. That was it.
Yeah, because they had to give him something because it was like, hey, we're going to put a title on Buddy and you get to beat up some guys. Yeah. Like, so that's the one thing about like pushing because I thought Aleister was going to come out with Samoa Joe and Kevin Owens in. I thought they were going to keep it going, which I thought they should have done. I thought they can fold him into that storyline too.
But who would have been the fourth?
So we see you had Owens, Samoa Joe, Aleister. I don't know. Raymond.
Can't do Ray.
Yeah. Johnny. Yo, what the ladder match was?
Well, it was real quick. I didn't realize that was the first ladder match since 2003 on Raw.
Really?
Huh. That's what they said in like 17 years. They haven't been a ladder match.
Huh.
So I never thought about that. But it was probably their worst match of Andrade and Ray.
Yeah,
because they botched, like, it was built around 3 or 4 big spots.
Yeah,
and they botched 3 of them. That sunset flip kind of got botched, and then when Ray was hanging and he went to go do that powerbomb Hurricane Rana thing, it was kind of botched.
Yeah, it was I guess I couldn't believe they were taking some of those bumps on Raw.
That DDT off that was a great ending.
Yeah,
but the rest of the match was kind of botched.
I thought it had some tension to it. I got into it for some reason. Maybe because I was like, oh, a ladder match. And they actually doing ladder spots.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about Humberto Carrillo coming back. And well, I wish like an Aleister Black would go after the Intercontinental title. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The big thing about that would be his wife is actually Selena Vega.
Yeah. So got a little juice there. All right.
That would make for a good story. Because then she would be conflicted, like, should I be with my husband? Should I team with
They hadn't even announced that really on Raw and stuff like that. But,
yeah,
you know.
So,
Andrade could go hang out with Charlotte.
Yeah, fold all that into. Nothing can go wrong with that. It always works out when you bring the real relationship.
Yeah, why not?
Somebody pitched the worst thing about that group that they said that Rollins' group needs a girl.
Yeah.
Somebody's like, oh, what do they put Becky? I'm like, no. Keep Becky far away from that.
No, they don't need her.
Somebody was all saying they need a muscle, like a big guy.
Well, that's
AOP.
That's great. That's all they are. Is muscle.
I do love that subtle shade they kept throwing when AOP was like, "Yeah, we're getting the like, you know, they're like, hey, AOP's kind of looking like, the fuck, like, don't you know that like we're an established tag team?"
Yeah. So, is this a faction that's going to stick together?
I would like it to.
Yeah, think they need a name.
But somebody was calling them the Bras, and they hold up Monday Night Raw.
Oh,
because of Buddy Murphy, Rollins, and AOP, Bras.
Okay. I've heard worse.
I keep hearing it all over.
I've heard what's worse.
Yeah, because like I said, they're what hold up Raw.
Okay. No, but I like the little get together they got.
Yeah. I feel like it. Maybe them trying to go with something like the Inner Circle.
Yeah. Okay.
But I'm not the biggest fan of the Rollins, Joe, and War Raiders thing.
No. Yeah. I don't like.
Oh, okay. Monday. 8-man tag. They already announced it.
Boy. Super.
Yep, they already announced that 8-man tag.
Great. I hate those.
Me too.
Clusters.
Me too.
Boy, they're really trying with your boy Drew McIntyre. Like they are. It's starting to feel like they're force feeding me now.
But I still like it.
I know you love it.
Dude, he's good. That Claymore kick.
Oh, he obliterated. I was like, oh shit.
That Claymore kick.
It literally comes from anywhere.
It does. For how big he is and how much he hits it. I hated what they did with Ricochet.
Yeah.
Like they jobbed him out. Like,
of course
really?
they did. They don't know what to do with them. And this is my fear. This is where Aleister Black is going. Like, okay, we had that awesome program with Buddy. We got to do something with him. And it's like Aleister just got left out in the cold.
Why not him and Ricochet?
Something.
I feel like they could have some bangers.
Oh, they have awesome matches.
But like one nut kick, and that was it.
With Brock,
yeah.
right. That's
I'm
what
not
you
afraid
get for
of
Brock.
you, Brock. You reminded me of like Yamcha in Dragon Ball Z, just in that little crater. Like, dude, dude, like
That was so weak. Like with Ricochet, you could have Brock like F5 him off the table or something.
well,
like
go for an F5 and then Ricochet lands on his feet, and then Brock kicks him in the nuts. You know what I mean?
yeah, for the Rumble,
Like-
like have him do like a really cool spot where it's like you can try to throw me out the ring, but I'll always land on my feet, kind of thing.
All right. Now we'll talk about your highlight of your week,
What's that?
Keith Lee.
Yeah, they put the belt on him. I wish it was a better match. It was a good match. I know they worked the leg program.
Yeah.
That Olympic slam off the top rope, a little shaky. That's a hard spot for him though. But I think putting a belt on him is actually kind of curbing his expectations though, because he's going to have the belt for a while. So he's not going to make the jump too much. He's not going to contend for the NXT championship. So that kind of keeps him under wraps, at least for 9 months. I think at least through SummerSlam, even further, he's going to have that belt on.
Okay.
Yeah.
That Dusty Road Tag Team Classic kind of surprised me.
Yeah.
Those matches are
Yes.
the Broser rates.
Yeah.
Mm.
They're
They're so good.
Yeah.
Pete Dunne and Matt Riddle, man.
Yeah, Riddle has shown me something. Haven't been a huge fan of his, but those last couple of matches, kind of.
I love that he wants to fight Goldberg.
Yeah.
So much. He wants Goldberg and Brock.
Yeah.
That's who Riddle really wants.
Oh man, give it to him. Yeah. So NXT, it was a decent show, not a great show. That's
Well, they're in that tricky spot again, where they're trying to build for Worlds Collide,
yeah,
and then they're trying to build to the next NXT Takeover too.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
they're in that
So,
weird
a little
spot.
high at the end. That was okay. Damn, that chop he gave Adam Cole. I felt that one.
I feel like Walter's chop.
Yeah,
He's so good. Well, like that's the bad thing is like Walter is such a good, just big guy.
Yeah,
Like he took title off Pete Dunne, brutalized him, but everybody was afraid he was going to come to WWE and get toned down because then the other ones he was just this brutal guy that just
smack.
he was the general of the ring.
Yeah, and you know how they do. They take someone like, oh, that was a really good program, an idea you had. Now we're gonna have you do this because it makes no sense. So yeah, Keith Lee still gonna have a big 2020, but
I guess. What's your match of the week?
I'd say that Viking Raiders South Buddy.
Okay.
I really like that match. That was good. Viking Raiders had some good spots.
They did.
They
They
good
did.
work. So that was my match of the week.
Mine was probably I'd probably say that SCU Omega match.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah. Okay. Is that a thing now? Match of the week. That's right.
We'll see what happens.
It's a thing.
We'll see what happens. We're still flowing with it.
Let me write that down.
Match.
Now I guess we'll transition to the fights that are coming up.
Yeah. We got some.
So we have we'll talk Bellator first.
Yeah.
Cyborg's debut
Mm-hmm.
against Julia Budd.
Yeah.
Do you think Cyborg's gonna win?
Yeah.
What if she doesn't? What if Bellator took that role and then she loses again?
It's possible. It's possible that she just isn't training, not really taking it serious. I'm in Bellator. I should just be able to walk over this competition. Yeah, it's possible.
Kind of like a Benson Henderson.
Yeah, just like I got this. I ain't gotta really train. I'll show up for a fifth of the money. Yeah.
Well, I
and-
still love that a lot of Bellator fighters, they're not that big. They don't have Wikipedias or anything like that. Well, I just love that everybody, there's like Darren Caldwell, ex champion, fighting Adam Boris, which Adam Boris I think is a pretty good fighter. And there's Pettis debut.
Yes.
I think he should do decent.
Okay.
I still like him at flyweight over bantamweight. Then we have Raymond Daniels, who I opened your eyes to.
You did. I am intrigued.
Yeah.
So that's the fight I want to see.
His third MMA fight, he's 1-1, I think.
Yeah, because I'm gonna make this him versus MVP match happen.
And then the most surprising thing to me is Aaron Pico being on the prelims.
Yeah.
Well, because they rushed him so much. He was the great white hope.
Went out there and got dusted. Huh?
He's 3-3, I think, or 4-3.
Yeah.
Like he has all the skill, but he overexerts.
Yeah.
So hopefully he just does his wrestling.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I'm really looking forward to see Raymond Daniels. I hope he doesn't disappoint. If you get me that excited and go out there and
I'm
lose,
sorry, I got
I'm
you.
blaming you.
I got Cyborg, and then all the names essentially.
But yeah, I got Cyborg winning it. TKO. I think she shouldn't have too much.
Is she gonna play it too safe, like her last fight when she went to decision?
That's not her style.
So her last fight, she was like, "I'm just gonna,
I
just gonna
don't
fight you."
think so. I think. Hopefully she goes back to just overpowering the competition. That was her style. So hopefully she
started trying to get too skillful.
But I mean, I don't know. When you get rocked like that by
what's Julia Budd's win record right now? I know she's on a winning streak. All right. Her last loss was Rousey. 2011 was her last loss.
Armbar shocker. Let's see here. TKO. Yeah, she's putting people out.
Her biggest win though was Conan. I guess Conan. Her only losses though are to Nunes and Rousey.
Yeah, so she can say she only loses to the best. She beat Durrani.
So
Strike Force back in the day. Maybe it won't be a cakewalk. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, and then I guess
Fight Night.
Yeah, the UFC.
Yeah, got some heavyweights. Got the big boys in the main event there.
Rest of the card, nothing really.
It's a top heavy card. The two co-main events, the main event, that was a big fight. I think that those Nachos and Chiesa fight, that's the fight I'd say I'm looking most.
I really hope he keeps his mustache. He looks great with it. It's one of those weird fights that like Dos Anjos he looks decent against welterweights, but not when he goes to the top.
Yeah.
Minus, he looked great against Robbie.
Yeah. Chiesa coming off that when he should have finished Sanchez. He should have put him away, but he looked great at that weight class though. So I'm hoping.
I think he's on a 2-fight win streak right now at that weight.
Yeah. Carlos and Sanchez.
I mean, I have a favorite to win because at that weight class he's like so dominant. He's so big.
But is his jiu-jitsu better than Dos Anjos?
I think maybe taking, takedowns, yeah, but doing actual work on the ground, like finishing matches on the ground, I think Dos Anjos is better at that, or getting a submission.
Mm-hmm.
Like Chiesa would get you down, but I would like to see him do more damage. Like with Sanchez, he would get him down. He had full control over him, but
he looked great. But
he should have finished that fight.
Just like Dos Anjos, so he's better on the feet.
Yeah. So,
Angela Hill, that sleeper fight for me is that Arnold Allen Nick Lentz fight.
Yeah. Featherweight. Okay, who you got winning that?
Nick Lentz probably, but Arnold is he's a good fighter too.
Okay.
And then I feel like it's Blades' fight to lose against Dos Santos.
Yeah, I mean, I got Blades winning, but he could get caught.
He could be like the Ngannou. Everybody thought, Ngannou Blades going to be a good fight. Nope. Ngannou just uppercut him to hell.
Yeah. So, not the biggest Curtis Blades fan.
No.
I'm not a huge fan of the straight wrestling. Like, all I do is wrestle. So, I'm sorry, can you click on Dos Santos' last couple fights?
His last fight.
I'm drawing a blank here.
No, Dos Santos.
You said Dos Santos, right?
Yeah. I just wanted to see his last fight. I can't remember.
It was Ngannou.
Yeah. Before that,
Lewis, he knocked out Lewis.
Yeah.
Tai Tuivasa.
Yeah, he knocked out Lewis. Yeah,
the biggest one was Tuivasa.
Yeah.
It was like Tuivasa's going to beat him.
Yeah.
That was the weird fight where Tuivasa lost, and then Shogun knocked out one of the other guys. I forgot his name. Like all the Australians lost. They're like,
yeah. Yeah, man. I mean, Ngannou dusted him up, but I mean, up until then, it looked like, is Dos Santos going to come back and be a contender. So, all right. So, what's the ramifications of this fight? If Blades wins, what's next? I mean, what do you do?
Blades on a 1-fight win streak, right? Oh no, he's on 2, but against nobody's.
Right. Neither one of those guys can fight Ngannou again.
What is the rankings right now for the heavyweights?
Right there. You see it. Go up.
Top right there. He's number. So right now, Curtis Blade is number 3.
Mm-hmm.
Up, James. Move the cursor.
Oh, yeah. Right there.
There you go. All right. So we have 3 and 4. Winner of this fights.
The heavyweight division.
Fuck.
God damn.
I
I don't want to see any of those fights. I don't want to see that.
I don't either, but I was gonna say fights the winner of Derek Lewis versus Latifi,
Oh,
but
man.
Dos Santos just beat Derek Lewis.
Yeah. Neither one of them can fight Ngannou again.
Yeah, DC.
You're not gonna throw him at Stipe.
DC's gonna retire.
Hell
I guess you throw him at Stipe.
Well, no, because Ngannou, I feel like is gonna just blow through Rosenstruck. I'm sorry, Rosenstruck. I don't feel like it's on the. He can land, but I feel like Ngannou landing's worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah. The heavyweight division is just. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess the winner of this.
Derek Lewis plays? Have they fought? No. They haven't
Well,
fought.
Derek Lewis is fighting Latifi.
Right. He should have done that.
Walt Harris, I know, is coming back from that, his daughter stuff.
Yeah.
He said he's going to fight probably April, May.
Okay.
So the winner of this fight, Walt Harris?
Okay.
Or Volkov. Like I said, those are the 2 fights.
Volkov.
What's Walt Harris's record right now? Because he was supposed to fight Dos Santos on this fight.
Yeah.
But then all that shit happened,
Yeah.
which
Yeah,
is
yeah.
terrible.
So I guess
Yeah, Olenek.
the fair thing to do is give him that fight of the winner, put him right back where he was. Okay. That makes sense. Put him right back where he was. But I mean, everything we just said does what to the heavyweight division? Nothing. It's Ngannou or nothing.
Go down to the welterweight
Real quick. Breaking news: Antonio Brown turns himself in.
Good.
He just turned himself in.
Good.
What's the welterweight rankings right now? I know we looked at it down the other way. I know we looked at it like last week, and yeah. So it's number. Connor's 14. I love this. Connor's 13th in lightweight, 14th in welterweight.
Yeah. I guess ranking matters. Like, who wouldn't he be able to fight? Anybody.
Yeah.
Woodley's won.
Oh, it actually bumped. He's not even ranked. Chiesa. So number 5's versing 0.
Pat is still up there though.
He dropped 2.
He should have dropped off.
Well, this fight was on 155. That's why.
Yeah, but
So he should have. Yeah, he should have. Why? Like, there's such just.
Okay. Look at Leon Edwards.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dos Anjos is ranked way too high too. He shouldn't be 5th. That would like he's too high.
But who should be above him?
Nate. I put Nate ahead of him.
Mm-hmm.
If I was in the ranking.
I feel Damian Maya ranked too high also.
Yeah. It's kind of top heavy and welterweight too. I mean, you got some heavy hitters up front.
You got that golden goose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who can mess up any of this?
And yeah, that can just pick a fight there. Man, what do you do with Wonder Boy? I mean, what is he doing?
Does he have a fight booked? I know he just beat go down to his right there. Nope, it doesn't have a fight booked.
Yeah, what do you do with Wonder Boy?
I said Wonder Boy Cerrone.
Yeah. What do you do with Nate? I mean, he ain't fighting.
Nate's only gonna fight 3 people.
For Connor.
He'll fight Connor, Jorge.
That's it. He's not fighting anybody else.
Would you be interested at all? Do you think it would go any different if him and Cerrone fought again?
Who, Nate?
Yeah.
No, Nate. At this point, Cowboy is shot it to my. I mean, I love him, but I think he's taken way too much damage last couple of fights. I don't really see him recovering from that. He should retire.
Now, I feel like the sleeper fight right now to make Nate versus Gaethje.
That's
Ooh, see?
Yeah, that's a fight. That's a fan's fight. That's a
a sleeper. Yeah, like, hey, you're not going to get a title fight.
Nah, but
here's Nate Diaz.
Yeah, that would be a good co-main.
I just thought of the craziest thing that would happen this year.
What's that?
And there's only one person that could do it. Conor. Making the 165 division.
If he asks for a 165. Yeah. Dana might cave to that.
There we go. Conor Jorge 165 title.
Yeah.
Get rid of the BMF title, 165 title. No, it becomes the one.
Yeah, just make it the 165. Just put like the hard.
Real quick.
Real quick.
That would be the baddest motherfucker division. Between 155 and 170.
Yeah. Yeah.
Murder row.
Yeah, if you can kind of combine those two weight classes, yeah. I think it hurts the lightweight division, though. It would hurt the lightweight division.
I think it wouldn't.
No?
Because I think a lot of the top people would probably still try to do the double.
Dustin's going to do 165 for sure.
Yep, I feel like...
Gaethje.
But I feel like a lot of them would try to stay within both.
Kevin Lee is going to go up to 165.
But I could see Khabib fighting at both.
Yeah.
I could see Tony trying to fight at both. But I could also see, I feel like that would be... That would clear up the lightweight division. That would clear up the welterweight division. And that would make 155 more interesting because a lot of the bigger 155ers would go up. So the 145ers would go up too.
Because they don't have to fight such big guys like Kevin Lee.
I feel like...
Yeah, everything gets a push up.
And the only person that could do it would be Conor.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just met with Lorenzo and Dana yesterday.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
I can see that. Just real quick with the welterweight. I mean, if Leon Edwards wins that fight, seriously, I know you don't think he's a star, but I mean,
he's fighting Covington.
Huh?
He's fighting Covington.
You don't give him a title shot if he beats Woodley?
No.
What?
Because of Jorge and Conor.
Well, shit.
Until that's done, Leon Edwards gets nothing.
That's my point.
Until 2020.
These things need to get this emotion.
So until that fight happens.
Yeah. All right.
Because say Usman has not fought yet. Leon Edwards goes out there and starches Woodley in the second round.
Okay.
Would you want to see Leon Edwards Usman? Or would you rather see Conor Usman or Jorge Usman?
I mean,
all right, look at that. Covington's fighting Leon Edwards.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like until at least 20.
Leon Edwards either cut a promo.
He's Justin Gaethje.
Huh?
He's Justin Gaethje.
Yeah.
But the big difference is Gaethje's. Look at that. Conor beat at welterweight. He jumped Gaethje in the rankings. At lightweight. He didn't even do anything at lightweight. Like he's better than Gaethje.
All Leon Edwards is known for is getting two-piece by Jorge. That's it. That's the only thing you know about this dude. Yep. Kind of feel sorry for him.
And that's the bad thing is.
Yeah.
And that's why also Jorge, like if you ask somebody, hey, who did Jorge punch in London? And they're not a real MMA fighter, like
some dude.
Yeah, some guy, I don't know.
Some guy, some white guy.
You know? Yeah, exactly.
So we want to go over some little Rumble.
Yeah. So we'll talk about who they actually had. I loved it when they came out and they're like, we're gonna have 10 from NXT, 10 from Raw, 10 from SmackDown. Now we got 15 from Raw, 10 from SmackDown, 5 left.
All right. Of those 5.
All right. We'll talk a little bit. Let's I guess we'll go through who's actually announced.
Okay.
So
number 1, your boy, Roman Reigns, the odds-on favorite to win the Rumble.
Oh, man. He's going to pull out because he's going to get cancer. Because it's a word.
Cancer's going to throw him over the top rope.
And then Brock at number 1.
Yeah. You got AJ Styles in there. No chance.
Well, I feel like what it's going to be is Randy Orton and AJ are going to do their fight.
Okay.
And then McIntyre is going to eliminate both of them.
Mm.
That's what they're going to do.
Okay.
But we had AJ, Rowan, which
You gotta have a big guy in there. You
But-
need your big guys.
I feel like he's not needed because you know what he's going to try. He's going to run out there with his cage.
Yeah.
He's going to try to show somebody something.
He's gonna eliminate himself. Somebody's gonna mess with the cage, and he's gonna jump over the top rope to get to it.
Or it's going to be like the Jake the Snake, Andre the Giant, showing the snake, go, ooh! Jumping over.
Jump over.
Yeah. Then we got Randy Orton.
Yeah. So Randy Orton. AJ.
Randy Orton's one of the favorites to win too.
I would like to see him get a push.
Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, and Roman Reigns are like the odds-on favorites.
Okay. All right.
Then we got Ray.
Got Ricochet.
Ricochet's gonna do some flippy doos.
Flippity doo.
Oh, there's somebody that's not in there.
Ooh.
John Morrison.
He's probably one of the special guests.
Yeah, so you're probably gonna get only 4 from NXT.
Not even 2.
Why?
Because they're gonna throw some legends.
Oh yeah.
Because guess who's not on there? Who was at SmackDown talking about the fucking Rumble?
Oh.
Kane.
Oh yeah.
Mayor Kane's gonna show up. Not Big Red Kane. Mayor Kane.
Mayor Kane.
And real quick, also Kane Velasquez isn't on there.
You think he's gonna be in there?
Oh, he's gonna eliminate Brock to set up that Brock Kane Velasquez match at WrestleMania.
Shit. I mean, great.
Sorry.
It's gonna be, here's what it's gonna be: a triple threat match: Kane, Brock, Tyson Fury. Money.
What does that match look like? Of it.
Money.
Money, really?
And it's gonna be a shoot fight.
Oh my god.
Shoot.
All right, we got Ricochet, we got Drew.
Elias.
This is when it starts getting weak.
Yeah.
Elias, I feel like Elias, Ziggler, and Tucker should not be in there.
Yeah. You can cut them.
Like if you said, "Oh, I would give it Elias, Ziggler, and Tucker," and give you Adam Cole, Matt Riddle, and Keith Lee.
I'd much rather have that.
Oh yeah, you wouldn't have, you know. Then you have Rusev,
And Bobby Lashley.
Bobby
Can't
Lashley,
wait. Can't wait.
Aleister Black, Buddy Murphy,
Yeah.
Braun Strowman, Nakamura.
Rollins, Owens.
Can you scroll up a little bit, James? Is Nakamura and Strowman having their match? No. When are they gonna fucking pull that trigger and give Strowman the match? Next pay-per-view is Fastlane.
Yeah, there you go. Fast lanes.
I think.
Can't think of the name of it.
But then we got Seth Rollins, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe.
Kofi's gonna do another little ring spot with Ricochet. Maybe they'll do something.
Well, that's why I was thinking Morrison.
Yeah.
Morrison, Kofi.
Okay.
Because Morrison always did those weird, parkour things too.
Big E's
But-
gonna
KO did some parkour last week when he ran up the. So who knows?
Yeah.
Big E, R-Truth. I want Big E to eliminate Kingston and go heel.
No chance.
I know, but I want it so
No
much.
chance. Yeah, no, they love throwing pancakes too much. They're just gonna ride that shit till it just.
I'm happy. So you know what this means, right?
What?
Who's going to be number 2? Out of these lists, who's going to be number 2?
Ooh, Brock's 1. Who's number 2? I'm gonna go.
I'll beat you already. R-Truth.
Yeah,
They're going to pay it off.
I was gonna be Mysterio. I was thinking Ray.
Nope, R-Truth.
Okay.
Just see R-Truth run down there,
Yeah.
get thrown out, and then Brock stands there for 50 seconds. And does like one of these watch things like,
Yeah. Okay. Who, every year they give someone a run that goes really long.
it's going to be Brock.
Yeah, but other than Brock, somebody else is going to get a run.
Drew.
thinking Drew's going to get it.
Drew. Paul Heyman's so high on Drew. His guys are Drew, Buddy Murphy, and Aleister Black.
I was thinking Buddy Murphy.
Black?
Hmm?
Aleister Black?
No, I was thinking Buddy Murphy. I think they were going to let him get some shine in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think they're going to.
Who's winning?
Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns. Yeah.
Roman Reigns.
Who's your dark horse, though? Who do you want to win out of that list?
Who would I want to win? I would like to see Lesnar go from 1 and win it. I think that would be impressive. I think that solidify. Not that he needs.
Oh my God, I'd love it if he wins and just goes, I'm not wrestling.
Yeah, like that would be the whole thing. It's like I don't have to now. You don't get a main event.
What I wanted, and I was talking to Josh about it, and it would have been the best thing ever. I wish Brock would have pinned R-Truth for the 24/7 champion, kept it through till this, and then have some of the lower people, including R-Truth. R-Truth not trying to get eliminated. His big thing is just trying to pin Brock.
Yeah.
Just to see all the jobbers try to be like waiting for Brock.
And he can destroy them all. Like, that'd be the spot. Like, someone tries to jump on his back to pin him, he F5s him in the back. Right.
I would love it if that would be the best thing for 24/7 champion. If Brock wins it, and then for the next month, a bunch of jobbers trying to pin
something to do.
You know how funny that would be? Like Brock Lesnar, like at home, and R-Truth like in the woods.
And then he gets so annoyed he just drops it. He's like, I'm so sick of this.
He's like, he doesn't get paid. He's like, here, fucking leave. But I would love it just to see a bunch of jobbers trying to pin Brock, and Brock just
destroy them,
like flicking them, like like the Sling Brothers come up, and he just grabs them both with one hand, and just because
that gives him something to do.
Yeah.
After this, what is he doing?
All right, now we'll move on to the more stacked card. Let's pull up the announced people for the women's Rumble.
Oh yes.
Okay, so we got. All right, it's gonna take me a while to read it. Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss,
pace yourself,
Nikki Cross, Sarah Logan, Natalia,
and
that's it. 5 announced matches in 5 days. This is where they're getting 10 NXT.
They're gonna put them in the women. The leftovers. Okay. Just to circle back, of the 5 guest spots, how many of those are just wasted? 3?
2. I'm gonna say 2.
I'm gonna say 3.
Because I would say it's gonna be Keith Lee. It has to be Keith Lee, right?
I don't know, man. I don't think so. I don't think they put him in the Rumble.
I feel like he's just a big, beefy boy that could do some cool stuff.
I don't know. 3 of them are going to be wasted. One of them's going to be Morrison.
Kane.
Where's it at? Where?
Tampa.
Tampa.
I think. Scroll up. Is it Tampa?
Shit.
No.
Hogan might show
Houston.
up. I don't
Houston.
know. Oh, is it Houston?
Scroll up all the way up to the top. Yeah, Houston.
Houston.
Oh yeah, because R-Truth was just naming.
Yeah.
I hate that they're doing that with the Street Profits again. They're funny, but
yeah, who's a legend from Texas they can throw in there? I don't know.
Undertaker.
No, he ain't gonna do that. If you said Tampa, I was like, oh shit, Hogan might show up.
Ric Flair.
He'll come into women's with Charlotte. I'm looking forward to the actual Rumble match, but
here's the big thing: men or women's Rumble going first.
Hopefully, the women's. No disrespect, but
I feel like there's more of a story with women.
You think so?
If the women's goes on second, Ronda's coming back.
Okay.
Because the bad thing is with the men's, I feel somebody was saying a couple, and I really like that the Rumble, it feels wasted this year.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like there's any prestige.
It doesn't feel like there's really anything on the line.
Well, I feel like they should have done qualifying matches. Just put some jobbers over. You know what I mean? Like, hey, Eric Rowan beat Matt Hardy. The winner of that match got to be in the Rumble.
Yeah.
Just to actually make some sort of prestige. Hey, this tag match versus this tag match. The team gets in the Rumble.
Yeah. You didn't give your prediction. Who wins it?
It's going to be Roman, but I would like it to be Drew.
So you really think he can headline WrestleMania? You think he can do that?
No, he's not going to headline WrestleMania. It's going to be Roman Reigns and The Fiend. But I feel like Drew and Brock could have a great match. Like, out of everybody on Raw, who do you see that could beat Brock? Exactly.
Nobody.
Randy.
Nah, I mean, nah. Sorry, yeah, stop me. Sorry, yeah.
Everybody always wanted that Bobby Lashley Brock match.
But after what they've done to him, you can't. There's not enough time to build him back up.
Yep.
And turn the dude into
Rusev,
a character.
That's it.
Yeah.
Buddy Murphy and Aleister Black are good.
I'm not ready.
But they're like a fast lane. They're a Royal Rumble opponent. Like one of those people, a Ricochet, a Buddy Murphy, or Aleister Black should be wrestling him at at Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
Like they did last year with Finn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want Kevin Owens. I'm sorry. I like KO. But first off, he does the worst stunner. It's too forced.
Yeah.
It doesn't flow like the Stone Cold.
Samoa Joe
he's a heel.
They don't know what to do with him.
They need to give him his muscle buster back and make him just a destroyer.
Yeah. And he should be with AOP once again. I saw it again this week. They're like, why aren't you with them? Like, you look like you were already in the group, but you're not. It's weird.
It's like
it throws me off every time I see it.
It's like an anchorman with like bricks standing over by them. Like, get over here! He's like, oh, sorry.
Like you're on the wrong news team. Like you should just swap it. Like it's weird.
Yeah, but like I said, it's gonna be Roman Reigns. It's gonna be Roman Reigns versus the Fiend, which I feel like with them continuing with this Baron Corbin feud, it's making Roman seem weaker.
Yeah.
Like they're wrestling at the match.
Yeah.
Like what's the actual card? Scroll a little bit. We got the Fiend versus Daniel Bryan in a strap match. Becky Lynch versus Asuka.
Yeah.
Falls count anywhere match, which you know what that means? Interference.
And dog food.
So that means the Usos and Rude and Ziggler are going to be there.
Yeah.
Then we got Shorty G versus Sheamus, which that should be a good match. But I feel like they're going to put Sheamus over, even though they should put Shorty G over.
Bailey
Lacey Evans, which Bailey was talking about how she feels her heels character is a little stale already.
Yeah. Bad idea.
And same thing. Lacey Evans became a face just because she has kids. Like that's literally her
mom.
Yep. Then we have Andrade versus Humberto Carrillo.
That's gonna be the match of the night.
That's gonna be on the pre-show.
What?
That's gonna be on the pre-show.
That shows what I know. I don't know shit.
No, they haven't announced it yet. That's gonna be probably the match of the night.
It is.
But it's probably gonna be.
I'm looking at this card, and that's the only one I'm like, okay.
Because it's gonna be that and Shorty G and Sheamus on the pre-show.
Yeah, that's gonna be the best match of the whole night.
Yep.
Because what else? The Reigns Corbin match that you already know what that's gonna be.
Yeah.
The Fiend Daniel Bryan, which should be a great match, but the fact that it's a strap match, they're never good.
Yeah. I guess the women's. Who's gonna win it? Sorry, you have a long list to pick from.
Yeah.
Is every legend gonna come back? Are we gonna have Trish and Lita again?
Yep. Trish,
Michelle McCool,
Lita, Tori Wilson,
Moolah, Elizabeth.
Scare Sherry.
Yeah, everybody. You know what I mean? The hand from Mae Young, Santino Morello when he was a girl.
Beth Phoenix.
Yeah, Beth Phoenix is a giveaway. Do you think we're gonna get an actual surprise in the men's?
No.
Like a big one, like a Stone Cold,
Nope.
Edge,
Nope.
CM Punk.
Nope. No CM Punk. No Edge. No. Biggest surprise would be like Keith Lee or something. Adam Cole.
Yeah, for the women's, it's either gonna be Shayna or Ronda.
Shayna, really?
She's done it in NXT.
Yeah, but you can't just have her come in and win the Rumble.
Why not?
She's not that recognizable, I don't think, to the general audience.
Do you want Charlotte to win it?
It's gonna be, yeah.
You want Shayna to win it? Shayna Becky at WrestleMania. And then
I would love to see Shayna, Becky, Rousey through it. That'd be good.
it wouldn't be.
Why not?
Because Shayna and Rousey
No,
are.
that's the thing. Like, you're keeping me away. I want to come back. You're in my way. I want to shine.
Don't, like I said, it's gonna suck.
Because you're gonna do the 4 horsemen of wrestling with 4 horsemen.
That's gonna be SummerSlam.
4 horsewoman.
But, like I said, the main match is Becky Rousey. That's it.
Yeah.
But because of ratings, they're gonna go Rousey SmackDown, and then they're gonna build. All right, here's what they're gonna do: Rousey Bailey, WrestleMania. Baszler, Becky. Becky wins. Rousey wins. SummerSlam, Rousey, Becky.
Okay.
Champion versus champion.
Okay. So you got Rousey winning the women's rumble.
I got Rousey or Shayna. That's like I don't want it to be Charlotte. I'm sorry.
I'm saying Charlotte.
So,
I got Charlotte winning that.
'cause I could care less about seeing Becky and Charlotte. But because there's only 4 women in WWE, in all honesty, it's Charlotte, Becky, Sasha, Bailey. That's really it.
How much longer is Nia Jax out for?
I don't know. Hopefully a while. Somebody was saying
What
she
are you
could.
gonna do? Have her fight Alexa Bliss again? Like,
Yeah.
Like, somebody was saying she's gonna come back in the men's rumble.
I was thinking no.
again.
Oh, I think Nia Jax. I don't.
Takes out R-Truth
I
again.
think she's coming back. Yeah.
To do what? Her and Tamina? Because nobody's meaner than Tamina. Yeah.
Yeah, to me it's bad. I mean, at least Nia Jax could work a match, but to me it was just awful. Yeah, I think Nia Jax comes back.
All right.
I don't know. I don't think she wins, but she comes back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Like I said, I feel like they gave away too many people this year for the men's.
Yeah.
Well, like there's no surprise.
No. Yeah, it's 25.
Like
You
the
only
best,
got 5 guest
the
spots.
best thing about the Rumble is always like, who's coming next?
I loved it when it was 10, 10, and 10. That's
Yeah.
perfect because there's a good balance. Because if you cut 5 of those Raw people that shouldn't be in there, and you trim up some of that SmackDown garbage.
Like I said, they removed Rowan. I'm sorry, Ray, Elias,
Rusev, Bobby
Ziggler,
Lashley. They don't need
Tucker.
to be in there. They should be wrestling the match to wrap up that storyline. Wrap that
another
up.
3 months.
Yeah, they should be wrestling the match. They shouldn't be worried about the Rumble.
So the final match between them at WrestleMania, who wins?
Well, real quick, it's over. Rusev or Bobby Lashley won twice. This is over, right? There shouldn't be a third.
Yeah, but there's gonna be.
I know. There's going to be a third, a
Does
fourth, a fifth, a
does it
sixth.
matter. It's all about having Lana fall in a tub of Jello or some stupid shit like that. That's all they're building up to. That's dumb.
The 4 of them are going to have a lingerie match. Rusev, Bobby. It's going to be a fatal 4-way.
Oh my god!
Real quick though, I thought they were gonna pull off the Bobby Lashley running into Lana. I thought they were gonna do it,
To do it.
and then he stopped. I was like, ooh.
Wait. Bobby Lashley's up 3.
Yeah.
The table match?
Yeah.
And then these 2.
Yeah,
It's over.
yeah. But no, they're gonna keep it going until
Right, it's gonna be
WrestleMania.
A cage match.
You're welcome.
Because then you can't escape me, Bobby.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick. The best thing about this week was when they were fighting. Rusev's like, "Yeah, Bob." I'm like, why the fuck do you call him Bob? And why did it sound so weird?
Bruce. Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, I'm a little disappointed that the Rumble got announced.
Yeah. Well, hey, maybe there'll be some surprises in there.
Yeah, it should.
We'll see.
So, do you feel, especially for the men's, that they're going to try to do next year another 40? Remember the one year they did the 40-man Rumble? It wasn't that good.
Yeah, I don't think so. It drags as it is, so I think they keep it at 30.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's
that's the thing. 30.
all right.
Do
Do you think any title changes hands?
Nope.
I could see Lacey Evans winning.
Yeah. I think they
Just to try to get a Bailey, Sasha, Lacey triple threat match at the next pay-per-view.
I don't think so at all.
I think everything here is going to be par for the course, which is the Rumble. I don't think they throw a curveball. They keep everything right in line. Roman Reigns wins, going for the Fiend, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
my thing. Yeah, I don't see any big surprises.
All right. We'll talk a little bit about, just a little bit about some of the fight cancellations, fight announcements.
Yeah, we had some
After we left,
injuries.
Yoel, Israel,
Yeah, got announced. So exciting fight.
that announced Cejudo Aldo
Yeah, in Brazil.
in Brazil in May.
Yeah.
Came out to each other at a fight.
Interesting
literally-
fight.
Cejudo got what he wanted, a fight in Brazil against Aldo.
And that was the fight to Mike. I don't care, Morales, whatever. I don't think he's gonna make too much of a fuss. He lost that fight, but.
And then we got Leon Woodley.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that fight.
No,
I want to see Tyron Woodley come back and reestablish himself in the welterweight division.
But is Woodley doing too much on the outside with his rap career and
his what?
His rap career.
Oh, I know about it. I'm just saying, like, would you call that a career or
He's trying.
Just some dude getting studio time?
He's trying.
Like, there's a difference.
Hey. He almost did not sign the fight because Leon made fun of his rap career. All right. Hey, man, don't make fun of my rap career.
Like, hey, Woodley, man, we really need to get in and do this wrestling. I can't. I'm working on these tracks.
Yeah, I'm dropping these beats or these bars. Sorry.
Man, are you kidding me? No. His rap hobby, because that's what it is. It's not interfering. I hope not. Yeah. So are we?
I don't know what to feel like because, like I said, Dana was almost in tears because they were talking about this. He's like, somebody's like, "What about Whitaker?" He's like, "Dude," he's like that. He's like the man of the men, the best thing ever. What he's doing is so selfish or selfless. Yeah. Like he was almost in tears.
I don't like.
I don't want his daughter to be sick.
No,
but a lot of people, like his family's like, no, it's not this. He's pulled out for other things because he said he pulled out for it because his last year's been hard on his family.
Okay,
so that's good on him. I'm happy it's not an injury.
Yeah,
because this man is kind of like Dominic Cruz with his career.
Yeah, he's just one knee tweak away from it just being over.
Mm-hmm.
I hope this isn't true. On both cups, like you don't want his daughter to be sick, but man, you don't want it to. You don't lie about something like that. Exactly. As someone who has a kid or people
exactly. Like that. Nobody said anything. It was just rumors going around. Like even Dana hasn't said anything about what it is.
Okay, but
so nobody said what it was besides people started saying rumors
that it's not true. Yeah, that's just so much ick on that. I don't even want to speculate.
Then Darren Till took the fight. And then Darren Till pulled out of the fight.
Was getting paid peanuts.
That's what he says. I mean, he said he was injured, but he's like, no, it's money.
Yeah, probably wasn't getting paid anything. But
did you see that Darren Till posted, I ain't afraid of nobody?
No.
Except Yoel.
Don't want those Yoel problems.
No, he's like, no, Yoel, you good, bro. So that's a little.
Okay. That fight happens.
Yeah, and then we have Paige Van Zandt pulling out again. When was Paige Van Zandt's last fight?
That'd be over 2 years, right?
Just look it up. Yeah. But then they already got Ronda Marcos fighting.
Yeah, it's been a while for Paige.
The worst thing is Paige wants to fight out her contract.
Yeah?
That's what she said. She wants to try to test free agency, which means go to Bellator with her husband.
Because they're probably going to pay her a boatload of money, and they're going to throw her a bunch of tomato cans.
Yeah. Which
the UFC isn't willing to do.
Rachel Ostovich. Oh, January 2019, so a year ago.
Oh, okay.
1 year. But look. 1 year. 1 year. Or sorry, here you go. 2015, 3 fights. 2016, 2 fights. Then 2 years off.
Yeah.
Then 1 year off.
Well, she hit that switch kick.
Well, I mean, to be fair, ever since she broke her arm, she's had a lot of trouble with her arm.
Oh, no. I'm not saying anything bad, but it just sucks. Like,
yeah.
Like, because first they were building her up too much. Like, she's the, best thing ever. She's the next Gina Carano, Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
But she was kind of like a Sage Northcutt, where she's the looks.
Mm-hmm.
She's skilled. Not saying anything bad about her. But when there's that upper echelon.
I mean, this is one of those things you need to call it.
How old is she? Yeah, she's still 25.
Yeah, no, but you need to call it what it is. She's a mid-card fighter that's nice to look at.
Yep.
She doesn't need to be any more than that. That's enough. That's enough. She doesn't have to be world champion. She doesn't.
But the
have
worst
to
thing
be,
is, in Bellator, she could possibly become world
Well,
champion.
one
Sure.
down.
Yeah.
And UFC, she's not gonna beat. She's fighting flyweight, I think, right now.
But you got 5.
So she's not gonna beat, Shevchenko.
No. So like I said, they just let her be who she is, and stop trying to I don't understand why she has to be boss. Like, okay, because you look so good and you fight, well, you better be the champion.
Well,
Or
also that's
you
just
only
because-
getting attention because you're
Yeah.
hot. It's like, just let it be what it is.
Then they just announced Jimmy Rivera got injured.
Yeah. What was his injury?
They didn't announce. They didn't actually
Didn't
say
say?
it was yet. So he's out of this fight. They're trying to find somebody that's on the February 8th card. That was the prelim main event.
Yeah.
So they need to find somebody to try to get
That's a
something.
quick turnaround.
Yeah.
Somebody will take it.
And then your boy,
Oh, boy.
Thiago Alves,
Mm.
fighting bare knuckle.
Wow. I remember UFC 100. I remember this. I just knew this guy was going to beat George St. Pierre. I was convinced. You couldn't tell me nothing. Boy, is I wrong. I just knew it was going to beat GSP.
Yeah.
Nope. Okay. I hope that works out for him. I guess. Bare knuckle. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Any other big news or anything you want to touch on?
I think that's a lot, man. It was a big week. A
So-
lot of things.
I got one question for you.
Yes.
Throwing it out there.
All right.
A wrestler right now that needs a new finisher.
Ooh, boy, that's a tough one.
If you could think of any wrestler right now,
That needs a new finisher.
yeah.
I know who needs a new finisher. I just can't. Man. Go ahead and tell me you're thinking, because I can't think.
Braun Strowman.
Yeah.
Braun Strowman needs like a last ride, something that can be just quick. That power slam, man,
Yeah.
it just doesn't look that impressive.
No.
This isn't 1980s.
Yeah.
Like a power slam should not be a finisher. Like I like that Drew McIntyre does the Alabama Slam.
Yeah.
Like if Braun Strowman had that, you know how impressive that would look. Or like I said, like a last ride, him just picking somebody up. Somebody jumps off the top rope, he catches them, lifts them up,
And slammed him down. Too close to the. There's a lot of other moves like that though. Sit down power bomb.
Or somebody said he should do the Brock lock. Remember when Brock put the leg behind the head?
Yeah.
Something like that. Like he needs something that I feel like that could be
Does anybody do the torture rack anymore?
No.
I love that move.
Yeah.
Why does anybody do the torture rack? That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah,
finisher.
that.
Yeah, torture rack. That's my vote.
But I feel like Braun Strowman, he's so stagnant as a character even now that if he got like a finisher,
yeah,
that could just be something like. That's my biggest one. Is that I feel like the running power slam is one of the worst.
He's a repackage. He need to rethink his whole character.
Well, I feel like if he got the Intercontinental Champion and they kept it on him for a while and actually let him wrestle,
yeah,
he doesn't need a tag title. He needs the Intercontinental title before WrestleMania because if not, he's going to be in the fucking Royal Rumble again, or it's going to be him versus both tag team champions, and he's going to beat them both by himself with like a twig.
Yeah. They need to stop having him just squash everybody and have some matches. I agree with you, but yeah, I don't know. He needs a retool for me. Getting a little stale. Strowman squash.
Or if they want to do him with a tag match, put him with somebody small. Kind of have like that.
Yeah. Kind of contrasting styles. Have someone flying.
Kane, Ray,
Yeah.
dynamic.
Kind of
Exactly. Or Kane and Daniel Bryan.
Yep.
Something that's a power.
And then it was also Big Show and Ray also.
Yeah, Ray and anybody. You put Ray
Yeah.
with a name, there's probably been a tag match. But who else do you think could use a new finisher?
I can't think. Who was it that does that kind of sideways sit down driver? And it was like, "Ooh, that's a bad finisher." Who does that? We were talking about it last week. I can't remember though.
Fuck.
I know. I've seen him do it. I just can't remember who it is. But I'm like, that's an awful finisher because you can't really do that to everybody. It was pretty popular. I'm trying to think of someone big, though, mainstream. Just needs to stop doing that finish because it looks weak.
Like that's why like Braun just popped out
Yeah. No. Yeah.
because he's the one that Daniel Bryan's running knee.
Yeah.
Cool. The yes lock. Okay. The Fiend, Mandible Claw, and Sister Abigail still looks good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Brock, you can't really beat the F5.
Nah.
The Claymore kick by Drew. Styles
that.
Clash isn't that like great looking of a move,
Yeah.
but the phenomenal forearm.
Yeah, he has a forearm. So
RKO
you can do
still
that.
one of the best things ever.
Touchdowns-wise is,
Ricochet with his. I like that he's got the recoil.
Yeah.
Alistair
Aleister Black with the kick, it makes it. He looks good. Like it looks.
Buddy Murphy's Law is
Yeah.
amazing.
Yep. That's a
So,
good finisher.
like I said, I don't really like Kevin Owens doing the stunner. I did like the pop up power bomb when he used to do that.
Yeah. Stop's good. Yeah, I mean.
I'm happy they went back to the stomp and got rid of the pedigree.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, like I said, that's the one that thought about me. I was just
You know what? Save that for next week. I'll have an answer for you. I need to research.
think about it.
that.
I was just like
That's a deep question.
It just
That's
popped
a little
up.
too deep for the top of my head. So
So
let me make that a thing. We'll end the show on a question. Homework. Your homework.
So
Yeah.
one of us will decide, but
Yes.
we gotta tell the other. All right, everybody. Well,
Thanks for joining us.
Yes.
For technically episode 1 on YouTube. So
give us a
please
subscribe.
hit the like button, tell your friends, your mama, your daddy, everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you'll see us next week.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
Have a good night.
See ya.
Sorry, I just thought.